I've noticed something. I noticed that every time I mention that you should have an emergency fund, I get pushback. I get a lot of people coming up with reasons and excuses on why they don't have one or why they can't build an emergency fund. And what that initially tells me that it's a mindset thing, right? You have to first fix your mindset and tell yourself, yes, I can build this emergency fund, and I have to do whatever it takes to get there. Because what we don't realize is that every day we go without having an emergency fund is an emergency. I'm gonna repeat that. Every day that we do not have an emergency fund is an emergency. You are every day you're going, you're setting yourself up for failure when you do not have an emergency fund. During times like this, during unexpected times like we're in now, the fact that you do not have an emergency fund, you're setting yourself up for failure. One casualty, one hiccup, one emergency, and now you're down for the count. Now what you have to do, you have to take out loans. And the quick loans like that are usually very high percentage when it comes to the interest rates. So now you're just digging yourself a hole. Why? Because you failed to build an emergency fund. Now, for the people that say, oh, I can't, our wages are too low, we can't afford that because of the economy, I want you to think back within the last year and ask yourself, did I celebrate a birthday? Did I celebrate a holiday? Did I go on vacation? Did I eat out at a restaurant? Did I buy an extra pair of shoes that I didn't need? Did I buy a luxury item that I did not need? Right? Ask yourself those questions, because I guarantee you at least one of those are a yes. You ate out at least one time. You are going to get your hair and nails done. You bought a pair of shoes or a pair of clothes that you probably didn't need because you got a closet full of clothes already. You probably celebrated a holiday, and you're probably planning on celebrating more holidays that are coming up. Thanksgiving is coming up, Halloween is coming up, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, your birthday probably just passed, Valentine's Day, right? Easter. It's a cycle that we're in. And I guarantee you've celebrated one or more of those holidays, including your birthday, your anniversary, your child's birthday. And guess what? You spent money for those. And I guarantee you spent more than $100. So if you look back and you think about it like that, I guarantee you can find money that you could have saved and not spent on those things and put into a high yield savings account where it can start gaining interest, right? Also, look around your house. Look at some stuff that you haven't used in a while. A piece of furniture, an electronic device, something. You got a lot of things around your house that you probably haven't seen or used, that are collecting dust, and that you can put on a social media marketplace, a TikTok shop, a Facebook marketplace. You can sell on at the corner, or do a yard sale. You can do a lot just from the stuff sitting in your house to stack up a nice collection of money to have for an emergency. Even if it's $1,000, that's more than most people right now. I can guarantee you look around your house and find things that you have not used in a while to sell. Guess what? If I had to sell these hats, I would. If I didn't have an emergency fund and I had to sell these hats for, say, $50 a pop or whatever, I would have to do that. Why? Because I know that I would rather have that cash than these hats, because these hats ain't doing nothing for me. Or I can use these hats and wear them and create content that social media can pay me for, right? So then you got to start thinking like that. Okay, what type of side hustle or business? If my wages that are coming in every month for my job not paying me enough, okay, what else can I do? If you don't already have 2 or 3 jobs, you can't say you can't build an emergency fund. Oh, I got kids. Okay, my mom raised me as a single parent, had at some point 3 jobs to make it happen. But the lack of knowledge wasn't there to build an emergency fund of 6 to 8 months. Or in these days, you need about 8 to 12 months because you never know. We don't know how long things are going to last, or we don't know what type of casualties are going to hit, and you might need a year off, right? You might need a year off because of an injury at work or because of a shutdown, your company laid off or something, and you might need 8 to 12 months of recouping, healing, and then getting back on your feet, doing another job search. You need that. But if you're not thinking that way, then you're setting yourself up for failure. You're being very naive about what's going on, right? So take all this as a grain of salt. You can take it however you want to, right? But I guarantee you got clothes in the closet that you ain't wore. It's collecting dust. Probably still got the tags on them. You can go resell. You got some shoes you probably ain't wore a while. You can clean those up and resell those. You got gaming systems that you can probably sell that your kids don't use no more. You got toys that your kid probably used once or twice from 3 Christmases ago that you spent $6,000 on that you can resell and get your money back. There's so many different ideas. You can Google search, you can ChatGPT ways to make money, and I guarantee you they got at least 10 ways you can earn some income. But are you dedicated? Do you really care that much? Is it that serious to you? In most cases, from what I see and from what I observe from people, is no. We're so quick to get to give reasons why we can't versus reasons why we can, and solutions on how we can do it. Okay? So this is not the time for excuses. This is the time for making moves. If you ain't there, if you are there, you good. Keep building. And let me make something clear. When you get to the point where you have the 8 to 12 months of an emergency fund, you can stop contributing to that. Put into it a high yield savings account and let it just build on top of each other. Every month is providing you interest. It's providing you dividends on top of that, right? It's growing. It's compounding. So you can stop contributing at a certain point that you feel comfortable. Even if you have 2 months of saved and you know what, I can't do the rest right now, stop. But at least it's in a fund to where it's compounding until you get back to where you can start contributing again. But I highly encourage people to at least have 8 to 12 months. Once you get to 12 months of your annual salary, you can then stop contributing and let it just compound over time. This is different from investing into your retirement account. You should still be doing that. But an emergency fund, like right now, easy access, easy liquidatable type of cash, you need that. All right? It's your boy Jay Miles. Hope I helped somebody today.